Hey everybody, this is Odell Horn. I am the Director of Communications for the North Georgia Conference United Methodist Men, and I want to welcome you to this weekly video update for Friday, September the 9th, 2022. And I know what you're thinking to yourself, where has this guy been? Yeah, I've been studying or attempting to study. But we're back, and we're going to do some more of these videos, particularly with the new conference president, Mr. Ernest Perry. You'll see him shortly. We're going to do an interview with him, as well as with the other members of the executive committee of the North Georgia Conference United Methodist Men. With that said, I want to remind you that the executive committee meetings are the second Tuesday of each month at 7 p.m. and they're still meeting online. We've had an in-person meeting and we'll probably do the hybrid, both in person and online. But for right now, they are online and you can go to our website, ngcumm.org, and go to our calendar and click on the link. Are we putting a link there? No, we're not. All right, so send us an email, and that is at ummen at ngcumm.org. Again, that's ummen at ngcumm.org, and we will send you the link to the executive committee meeting, which is on Tuesday, September 13th at 7 p.m. The topic of this video is General Conference 2022, which was supposed to end on Wednesday, September the 7th, but didn't happen because back in March, the Committee on General Conference decided that the General Conference would be postponed until 2024. Now, that angered some folks and there's a lot of tension in the United Methodist Church as a result of the postponement of General Conference. And on May 1st, the Global Methodist Church launched. And that has been a lightning rod in the United Methodist Church. Churches have disaffiliated, and there's been a response by the Council of Bishops. Recently, the Council of Bishops put out a letter condemning the WCA, the Wesleyan Covenant Association, and the churches that are leaving to go join the Global Methodist Church. And also, the Judicial Council ruled that paragraph 2548.2 could not be used to disaffiliate from the United Methodist Church. That was intended for black congregations to leave the United Methodist Church to go join the AME Zion, or the CME, is my understanding of the history of paragraph 2548.2. Don't know why that's still on the books. That's a separate question for a separate video. But anyway, that's a critical race theory thing that I have. One of the first tenets of critical race theories is to get racist laws off the books. Again, we'll talk about that in another video. But anyway, paragraph 2553 is the paragraph that people need to use in order if they want to leave the United Methodist Church in North Georgia. 70 churches used it to leave the conference to leave the North Georgia Conference at annual conference in 2022. So I don't know, all's well here in North Georgia. But this is about General Conference and its postponement. It was stated that our African brothers and sisters could not get visas in order to come into the U.S. And the United Methodist News Service reported on that. And I'll put a link to that article in the description of this video. And the wait times for some of our African brothers and sisters was more than 2 years to get visas to come into the United States. However, I couldn't help but notice that this week, during the same time period that General Conference was supposed to meet, that the World Council of Churches, which the United Methodist Church is a part of, met in Germany during the same time period. And their conference ended yesterday, September the 8th. And there were United Methodist bishops, as well as some of the general secretaries of the United Methodist boards and agencies at the World Council of Churches meeting. Interesting. Not only were United Methodist bishops at the World Council of Churches 11th Assembly in Germany, and United Methodist General Secretaries of some of our boards and agencies at the 11th Assembly of the World Council of Churches, there were some African brothers and sisters who made it to Germany. Yeah, they were able to get into Germany. And additionally, the Anglicans had a meeting called the Lambeth Conference. That was last month in August. And African brothers and sisters were able to get visas to get into the Lambeth Conference, which is the Anglican Church's once in a decade conference in Canterbury, England. Just observations, just wanted you to know, General Conference is scheduled for August of 2024, and we will wait for that General Conference because our African brothers and sisters can get into Germany and they can get into England, but they can't get into the United States. Just an observation. So let me invite you to send me your events that you have going on in your church so that we can post it on social media and so that we can continue. I know some of you are back in the groove of meeting in person, and so just send me some of your events so I can post that on social media so that people know what was going on in the North Georgia Conference United Methodist Men. All right, my name is Odo Horn. I pray that you have a blessed week, and I'll see you next time. Peace and God bless.